Hey everyone, super quick video today because I wanted to show you how I came up with this idea for my card today for the Alaskan block hop. It's our last hop together, boo-hoo. But we will be moving on to the Greek Isles block hop, so look out for details on that hop. It's been brilliant hopping with everyone every month, everyone that's achieved the incentive trip to Alaska, and it was fantastic meeting everyone in person too. So it's going to be nice moving to the Greek Isle blog hop as well. So enjoy our hop today. We're highlighting all the holiday catalogue products. This might be one that you may have missed. We keep missing all these beautiful stamp sets. And this one is actually one of the DisINKtive stamp sets. I was talking about the DisINKtive range in one of my last videos, and I forgot about this set, one of the new ones. The DisINKtive range is absolutely stunning. I'm really hoping that Stampin' Up! Bring more of these types of stamps out, so make sure you buy them so that they know that they're popular. But they're incredible because in the one stamp you get different opacities, and you'll see from the stamp, like you can see in that image here, that there's the lighter ribbon. It looks like this beautiful organza ribbon. Even on the card itself you can see the light and dark that the stamp has actually created itself without me having to do a thing. So it makes me look super professional and creates textures and layers, and yet it's just the one inking, no having to do anything fussy. This is what the stamp looks like. You can actually see that there's tiny little laser cuts in it. That's what creates the different opacities from the one stamp. So it's a really clever, amazing idea, and I really hope we see more of these. DisINKtive it's called, so look out for them in the back of the annual catalogue, and this is one from the holiday catalogue that has come out. So it's a brilliant idea. I really hope we see more of them. So let me show you how gorgeous this comes up. I have pre-done all my cuttings so that we can fly through it, and I have our measurements here so I can fly through it and upload it to YouTube really quickly. But here's the base here. So take a screenshot of all of those measurements so that I won't have to go through it again. I can just whip through the card for you. So there we go. Hopefully you've screenshot that. I use my amazing Dymo label maker to do this up. I'm like, what's going to be a really easy way to do this? I'm always looking for shortcuts. Shortcuts are my best friend, so I can get more things done, like sleep. Sleep is a very important thing. It's essential, apparently, to being healthy. I'm still learning how to be healthy. So we're going to emboss this with the amazing corrugated embossing folder. And this is also from the holiday catalogue as well. And I'll show you how I did that. But first, let's emboss, let's stamp this, our beautiful image. So I have already pulled all the images and put them on blocks. I know, I'm organised today. I won't speak too soon in case things go pear-shaped. Granny Apple Green. I'm really loving Granny Apple Green. I would normally grab Old Olive for this type of card. If you don't want it as vibrant, you could go for Old Olive. It's more earthy, but I really love the vibrancy of this stamp set. Now, always remember that if you make a mistake, you can always flip. This is what I always tell myself so that you're not stressing out too much. Use your grid paper too to line things up. I just wanted to make sure that I've got enough room below for the sentiment. That looks good there. Stamp that on. Oh, so gorgeous. And you can see the stems end up quite dark, but then you have light and shade in the background of the leaves. It's just an incredible stamp. Any of the DisINKtive range you really have to look out for. So we will close that right away because we're done with that one already. Then we'll move on to our crumb cake. If you haven't got the new ink pad styles, highly recommend them. I really am loving them. So I inked that up and just eyeballed it. I didn't even mind if my bow was a little bit skew. If you really can't handle it, then grab your Stamparatus and line it up perfectly. Oh my goodness, look at that. It makes me want to cry. It's so beautiful. And of course, in between, grab your chamois. I gave my tip the other day that you can have one side clear and one side dirty. if you can't handle seeing the dirty. Some people are like, oh, I can't handle it, it's so grubby. But yeah, if you had the clean side facing upwards, and I give you permission to buy some more. If you really can't handle it, just buy another one. Just do that then. Do some knuckabilly. If you haven't heard of my knuckabilly yet, knuckabilly, early espresso, means to unintentionally or accidental shopping. I think we all do that a bit with our Stampin' Up goodies, don't we? Oh, whoops, just knuckabillied. Now I have a name for it. And it's perfectly acceptable because Kylie said I could knuckabilly. So we'll line that up as best we can. Again, if you can't handle it not being straight. I mean, this is okay for me. I can handle it. So let's see here. Then we layer that on there. And then we're going to do our corrugated. So let's bring in the Big Shot. And I'll show you how to use these amazing embossing folders. These ones are actually like a really long name that I always forget. Textured Impressions, Dynamic. I've probably got all the names around the wrong way, but you get the drift. It's a really long name. But it means super amazing, effective embossing. That's my new name for it. So we'll bring this over. And I'll get the plate set up. Now, this is a different plate setup to a normal embossing folder. With your normal embossing folder, I'll flip this around so you can see it on here. With your normal embossing platform, you'll see here it says to use your 2 plates. 2. With these ones that are quite a bit thicker, you just use 1. Nice and easy. So nothing too out of the ordinary, but for some reason that really throws us because we're like, what is going on? It's not fitting and I don't know what to do. Now, normally with the textured embossing, dynamic textured embossing, really embossed textured embossing folders, you would spray some water. But I don't want it too full on and I will show you why. So I'm going to do it without spraying. But if you want it very detailed, you can spritz some water over that, and you know, even your Stampin' Mist is fine. I've done that before, done a little spray of Stampin' Mist. A bit of conditioner isn't going to kill it, and it saves you having another bottle of water. It's one less thing to put on the table. Oh, look at that. Isn't that brilliant? I really love this corrugated. I haven't actually used it. This is the first time, so I'm very excited about getting this out. And then what I did was get a sponge dauber. Even though this looks very dark, it actually is okay to use on my crumb cake. I tested it before. And what I'm going to do is just really haphazardly do some sponging over my corrugated embossing here. Did you like my new embossing name? I'm so naughty. I've really got to learn that. I'm always like, oh, what's it called? I always forget the name. So as you can see, I'm being very, very haphazard because not only are we going to do some really textural sponging, but I'm going to do something that's going to shock you. You ready for it? Ah! Take out all your frustrations on it and then pull it open like you've let it all out. It's all out now. Ah. See, all your stress has gone away. It's all on here now. Doesn't that feel good? Oh, I love it. I'm feeling so relieved of all my pressure now. I highly recommend it. Don't freak out when you see me do that. I can hear people at home. Oh, what is going on? I remember Shelley doing it one time at convention. We all flipped out. And honestly, if you get rips in it or whatever, oh, even better. And even if it doesn't stick down properly, oops, I'm pulling that along a bit. Even if it doesn't stick down in places, even better. Because you want it sort of rustic and, yeah, earthy It reminds me of like Australian corrugated iron in the bush. I'm getting very imaginative now. Now, we've got this one. I sponged a little bit of the edge on this because I don't want this to be too neat and tidy, because then we want it to be sort of a juxtapose, or, you know, sort of have a different feel next to it, different layer, but still have that sort of sponge look to it. It's only just the edges, so it's nothing major. And then we're going to stick that down like that, and it'll just make that layer stand out. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals behind there. And I am absolutely loving this card. And that is it, people. Can you believe it? Look how quick that was. So I'll show you the measurements again, just in case you missed it at the beginning. I will get my little pack of dimensionals that I keep showing in my clear mount case. Please make sure you get the clear mount case. Oh my goodness, it's so good. And fill them up with those, what did my niece call them? The sticker-uppers. You know, those things that sticker-uppers. I really liked it. I was like, oh, Alana, you're so cute. I'm going to call them sticker-uppers now. They're no longer called dimensionals. She was so cute. We made 4 cards together today and then one last night together. And she did a YouTube video with me today, and she was so excited that she got really, really nervous. And now she's going to be like, I was on a YouTube video. And she'll be showing everyone. She showed me one other video that she was in. Someone was skateboarding in the park, and she was in the background, and they had to show me their friend's YouTube. See, I'm in the background. You can see me in the background. I'm on my scooter. Do you like my scooter? They're so funny. It was so good having them stay. And ta-da! That is our card. You would not think that this card was this easy, but it really was. I just proved it. So I hope you have fun. I hope you get to make something really textural, and you don't have to use this stamp set, but I'm sure that you'll be able to use something really cool like that in the background, and maybe a different front, whatever you prefer. But thanks for coming by. Enjoy. Bye, everyone.